We'll look for it later.
At small forward, is number 34, Mike. The other forward position, at 6.
Let's go.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Rockets in Houston. And they pulled off a 3-point win in that one. Too close for comfort, but they'll take it.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the small forward.
And thereby took his lumps when they played Houston. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
On defense, the Bulls, 4-point game. It's Curry outside, and he gets it to go.
Baby.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
And he gets it to go.
And it looks like
sit back and just enjoy the game, baby. Curry gonna bring it to me. Come on, Klay, you got to get in there.
Thompson against Rose. It's rebounded by Golden State. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And the last time these teams
what three give me, coach?
In the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
And they get it back. Then Gasol with the dunk. Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry outside. Curry with another miss. The Bulls have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. No good from Gibson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Thompson for the triple and chance points.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Rose gets to Gasol. Butler passes to Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 6 points for Pau Gasol.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it's Butler missing.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
It's Thompson off the drive. Makes it off the glass.
My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
Bulls have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. This has got his first bucket of the night.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats another planet that year. He was only the third player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season.
About 16. Can't hit. The Warriors go the other way with it.
You know, in talking about D-Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Stephen Curry. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Bulls trail by 5. Stolen by Thompson. Timeout called the Warriors.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. .40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Another three for Golden State.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Poke loose. Rose dishes to Gasol. Passes to Rose. Inside to halt the run. Gasol no good. Warriors leading by 8. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Rose. And now it's a double-digit lead. And that's now 9 points for Klay Thompson. Rose attacking. The shot by Butler. Nobody around.
Man, Curry for the foul, Jerry Butler.
And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player and as a man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA at this age.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Klay Thompson and Brandon Rush at the 2 and 3. Green is out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Livingston in at the 1 spot.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Bulls trail by 16. Here's McDermott, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. McDermott's got his first basket of the night.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. I thought Mark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No.
right. Them guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Here's Butler. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Butler's got 6.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Thompson inside the line. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Brooks kicks to Butler. And they double up Butler. Here's Mirotic, and Thompson sends it back. For almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Justin Holiday's checked in for Jimmy Butler. McDermott with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Rockets in Houston.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Warriors leading by 21. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
Thompson 34. For the triple, and another 3 for Golden State.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Mirotic. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 6 points for Nikola Mirotic. Mirotic has gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go. And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Chicago making some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Portis. Gibson comes in for Mirotic, and it's Rose in for Brooks. Golden State also making some changes. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush, and Curry subbed in for Sean
Put that trophy up there, baby.
And he has just been in a flow. Offensively,
I got 37 points.
He has been the X factor.
Rose double teamed, and there's the feed to Holiday. And it's Rose penetrating. A wide open look for Gasol. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Here's Thompson. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 38 points.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up.
I give you that trophy.
Rose goes in. Right wing. McDermott kicks to Rose. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this
trophy.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Stolen by Thompson. And they're moving it up. Here's Curry. Finished off.
What we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Warriors.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end, we rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass, and being able to execute an offensive end.
Steph, thank you so much. Plenty of ingredients to a solid effort, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 38 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 steals. Coming in off a tough game last time out for him, he's clearly turned the page, and it's bouncing back tonight in a big way. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think? And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Ernie, I'm going to hit you with some Spanish. Reason number uno why they're being blown out is their poor reboundation. Is that right? Reboundation? I don't know. Rebounding, whatever, however you say it. They're just not battling. Where's the fight? They've had way too many one-and-done possessions. Time to crank up the effort, Ernie.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Just absolute domination in this one for Thompson. He has 38 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Yeah, and Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going. And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man. And just he has an air about it.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Curry's shot is off. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you? Oh! Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Come on, man.
That was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
That's his third personal foul.
Butler passes to Rose. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Rose dishes to Butler. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so to let him go and move on. And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that...
Good on the second free throw.
Pau Gasol was the number 3.
Get the little one to bed. Okay, yeah, let's sit it down. Get your pillow. Okay, let's go. Up, 2, 3, 4. Little kids, time for bed. Multi up. Go to bed. me get a drink real quick. Put y'all back on that mug. Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I like being a dad. You know, telling kids be good little children and stuff. And I'm everyday people. And Mar, why did you leave that butter roll plate? Why you didn't wash the butter roll bowl? Butter roll bowl, the red one. It's on the counter. Sure about it? Because I stacked it up and gave it to you with that plate holder and that other stuff. All that other stuff washed, but the butter roll bowl is just sitting there with some other red bowl. So, you get it in the morning, you want to run some water in it because the more you wait, the harder it's going to be. Alrighty. Let's play some ball.
Pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Talking about Powell and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. Difference is that Powell has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. The Bulls are gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told Gasol that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
That's a 2 from Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist. Thompson's got 6 assists here tonight.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Three-pointer, Butler, another 3 for Chicago.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And Thompson kicks to Curry from the wing. And another basket for Golden State.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. While we're on a short break, we've got some time to break down the steal leaders at the shooting guard position over the last month. Fifth, Jimmy Butler.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. Those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
And at shooting guard is where you'll usually find the team's best defender, and this group illustrates that clearly and perfectly. These fellas play the best on-ball D that you'll see in the NBA.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Smooth sailing for Golden State. Thompson outside, taken away by Holiday. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Nine seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Holiday gets the bucket.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And here's Green outside. That's good. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his...
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And Chicago has possession. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the 2nd of 2 straight at home. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at center. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Thompson. 23 points for Steph Curry. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Another 3 for Golden State.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Bulls shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Holiday goes in. Guarded by Curry. Mirotic, a screen on Bogut. Brooks, the pass to Mirotic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
To the paint. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Chicago making a switch here. Portis is checked in.
And, you know, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the 1st round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season. Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Brooks with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's McDermott. And a miss there on the triple.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
And on the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history. And Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time. So look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
Curry outside. The shot is off. Nice D from Brooks. In the corner, it's McDermott. And again, no good by Chicago.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And Brooks, here we go. Got a piece of it. Nice shot by Portis.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low. And this guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
It's rebounded by Golden State. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. Here's Holiday. 1:29 left in the 4th quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Thompson. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Portis, the pass to Holiday. Mirotic has a wide open look, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Smooth sailing for Golden State. Thompson from long range. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Here's the 3. That's good from Mirotic on the assist by Holiday.
And how about that, responding to the 3-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. They get the rebound. Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Holiday up top. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Klay Thompson. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. You look at how he's been playing recently, and this was huge for him to come out and have a great night. You can really tell a lot about a player how they break out of a slump. He responded exactly the way he needed to.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Y'all, it was gonna be a play day. That's the way that they play. He rolled on the board, now run the play. The shoes over your joint, why I think it's a break. Who will win that play day? Sure you, MJ, play tomorrow day. Play to relate what? I don't know who he will play. Yo, everybody wants to wait for the all-win. Watch the game and get no spray. All win. Man, it's over. Thanks for coming. J-Web out.